I mean, real talk, I just got to be all the way honest. Talking about Jada Pinkett Smith, if she really loved him, right, she wouldn't allow him or pushed him, or it's something that many of y'all gonna be like, hold on, how you know she pushed him? Because I know there was conversation behind closed doors before this incident. I know y'all like, this is an old incident, but it made me think about something. There had to be conversation before this incident behind closed doors. She had to say something like, you don't defend me in public. You don't stand up for me like you used to. That's the only reason why he went to this extreme. Ladies, you got to be very careful how you talk to a man behind closed doors, because the way that you talk to him behind closed doors is going to be the way that he responds in public. That's a
man. You are really encouraging me, motivating me, inspiring me. God is really using you to help me out.
What's going on, family? I want to welcome you to AOS the Podcast. I'm your host, Mr. AOS Inspires. This is what I need you to do. We're on every single platform: TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook. I need you to go and subscribe and follow us right now. We drop content every single day that'll help you with your life, because our mission here at AOS the Podcast is to empower the world to never give up, one conversation at a time, one interview at a time, one video at a time, to help you live life at the next level. I want you to live life on the next level. I want to say thank you to each and every one of you that's watching this episode. This is going to be a dynamic episode. I need you to dive in. Do me a big favor. I need you to like, share, and comment. Don't be a stranger. Comment with us. And this is what I need you also to do. I need you to copy this link right here on this podcast, this episode, and share it with at least 10 of your friends. I promise you, it's going to help them out. Let's jump into the episode. What's going on, family? You guys are so amazing. I want to welcome you to another episode of AOS the Podcast. I'm your boy, Mr. AOS Inspires. Listen, I already know y'all guys see the thumbnail. Y'all see the title, Jada Pinkett Smith. Do she really love him? I don't know. And it's crazy. I know many of y'all are going to be like, hold on, why are you talking about an old topic? I saw this conversation and I looked at the situation, and I had to bring it to y'all. You already know we talk about relationship advice and entrepreneurship as well. But, our foundation is relationship advice. And I really want to give you guys some wisdom, give you guys some jewels in this episode on today that I believe that it's going to help a lot of your relationships out, especially women. I want you to be very mindful of what you say behind closed doors, because the truth of the matter is, what you say behind closed doors affects your guy in more ways than one. Many of you don't really understand. Many of you ladies, let's really be honest. Many of you ladies really don't understand how your words affect the guy that you're in a relationship with, the way that you talk to him behind closed doors. Many of you really don't understand the power and the weight of your words. Although your guy responds to you in a certain way or a certain manner behind closed doors, when you say what you say and you think that it really didn't have that much of effect to him, it does. It really does. Now, let me break this scenario down before I start talking about Jada. When you say things behind closed doors when nobody else is watching, those words have the most damaging effects, whether it's negative or positive. Those words have the most effect on your guy. So make sure, ladies, for real, make sure that you're choosing your words correctly, no matter what you say. I already talked about the guys. Their actions plays a major role in how a woman responds. We know this to be true. But ladies, the words that you say, watch this, can make a man push down the Empire State Building, can make a man push down the Washington Monument, all because of the words that you say. Because the words that you say can either empower him positively or empower him negatively. So watch the words that you say. But let's hop on Jada real fast. I find it very interesting because I kept on hearing this thing pop on my desk. People like, yo, they saying this. And at first I was like, nah, I don't really want to touch it. Because, I really don't. I'm going to keep it all the way funky with you. I don't dive into the messy gossip that people post on the blogs. If it comes across my line on IG or Facebook or whatever like that, and it just catches my attention, maybe, I don't know, something, from a journalism standpoint, I may listen to it for a few seconds. If something really tickles my fancy, I may check it out, but I really don't go. You know how many journalists or many YouTubers or many podcasters, they go and they just look for the gossip. They look for the juice. They look for the tea. I don't look for no tea. And the reason I don't is because I never wanted to curve the advice and the wisdom that I drop to you guys. I don't want it to affect the wisdom that I drop to you guys. I don't want to be biased. Like, I want to keep it funky. I want to keep it all the way real with you guys so that you guys can begin to keep on taking nuggets. Because listen, I want to keep it funky with you. I want to say thank you to each and every one of you all that listens to our posts, that listens to our podcast, that tunes in every single week, because you guys, listen, you guys are amazing. Amazing. I want to thank you because you guys leave me inboxes, and I never want to get to the place where we're not dropping good wisdom to you guys. So listen, everybody be in our DMs, everybody be hollering at us. I appreciate you. Thank you. Salute to each and every one of you. But I'm looking at the Jada situation. For him to respond the way that he respond, slapping Chris Rock, if you don't know, I'm pretty sure everybody know. What's damaging is that was one of the biggest nights of his career, right? To my understanding, he was getting awarded and celebrated and acknowledged for something that I believe no actor has been celebrated for, or something like that. I really don't know the two details, so don't kill me in the comments. But it was a big night for him. But this big night spoiled because of his reaction to a joke. You got to understand this. If a person, like, for example, I know, I get it. Whenever, and a lot of celebrities, I'm not classifying myself as a celebrity. I'm getting there. But as a matter of fact, I had a celebrity moment last week. I had a person come to me, hey, you the dude with the podcast, right? You AOS. I appreciate it. Like, I had a little celebrity moment. I felt good about that thing. Family, you guys are so amazing. I know that you're enjoying the episode, but just got a quick message for you real fast.
Have you ever been through a hard time in life? Perfect. You need to read this book, Winning After a Major Loss.
Can be found at barnesandnoble.com, amazon.com. Listen, I'm going to be honest with you. You need to get your copy. It's going to change your life for living. You already know our mission here is to empower the world to never give up, one conversation at a time, one interview at a time, one video at a time, to help you live life at the next level. Get your copy now. You heard what she said. Get your copy now. It's going to help change and transform your life for the better. I promise you. Winning After Major Loss. Barnes and Nobles, amazon.com. Get it now. Get it today. When you are in the public's eye, I'm going to say that. Celebrities are in public's eye. I'm in the public eye. I have videos that have went viral. I have videos that people share continuously. I have videos that thousands of people have shared, right? So that means that I'm in the public eye. You have to understand this, that when you're in the public eye, you will be under some type of scrutiny. People will always have something to say. Now, if you make it to a certain status, comedians will have something to say about you. Now, a lot of people, I get it. Jada, she's probably been hearing stuff like this for her whole career, and she's tired of it. I get it. But we have to understand, as people that's in the public's eye, that people look at in high regards, we have to understand this, that this comes along with the territory. It's just like this. You can't say, listen, I want to be a millionaire, I want to be a billionaire, and I don't want nobody asking me for no money. That comes along with it. If you're a millionaire, this is going to come along with people seeing that you have it like that. And people are asking, hey, can I get this? Can I get this? I need this. Everybody's going to be in need. So with this platform, with this thing that we do in public, for the public, for their either entertainment, for their education, or for their development, whatever field or niche that you're in content creation, because movie stars, you guys are content creators as well. Podcasters, we're content creators. So we got to understand this. There's going to be people that's going to say negative things about us and positive things about us. If you go through some of my viral moments, there have been a lot of people that have defended me in the comments, that love what I produce, that believe in what I produce, all of my content. But there's some people that speak negatively about your boy. It is what it is. So that comes along with it. So I believe that you have to have a certain mindset to understand stuff like this will happen. Like I always hear this growing up, if there ain't nobody talking about you, you ain't doing nothing. If people don't have jokes about you or don't say something negative about you, you're not working hard enough. right? You're not having an impact. But when you begin to have a great impact into people's lives or even into the world, or people begin to look at you in high regards, you got to be careful. People going to say something about you. You dig? So you got to be ready for somebody to say something crazy about you or say something sideways about you. It is what it is. Like I said, it comes with the territory, right? So the cool in the gang. I understand that. I get that. I'm with that. I believe that 120%. Not saying that it won't affect you. Let's clear this up, Jada. Will, I'm not saying that what people say won't affect you. It won't make you feel a certain type of way. It won't make you want to fight the world, slap the world, whatever it is that you want to do. But you got to understand this. I signed up for this. And it's crazy because the truth of the matter is the benefit outweighs all the slander. Right? Now, I get it. When you get to I'm going to tell you this. I was having a conversation last week because this is in lieu of what I'm talking about. Having a conversation with somebody last week, and I can't stand when people say, hey, money is not everything. You guys already heard it. I say broke people always say this, but there are some rich people that will say money is not everything. But you never catch a rich person say, I wouldn't mind trading places with a broke person or a person that's in poverty. They won't. Because money may not be everything, but it is everything to a degree, right? So with the Will and Jada situation, I get it. You have got to a level of success that you've gotten comfortable with, right? You have gotten comfortable with this lifestyle. Now you have forgotten that what comes along with this lifestyle is this bull crap. I get it. It's frustrating. You get tired of in the tabloids hearing people say stuff. You get and this is the thing. She has alopecia. I got alopecia too. It is what it is, right? That's why the last 2 weeks you've been seeing me wear my hat because I got a situation going on. My hair thinning right here. I don't know. It is what it is. Look at the last episode. You'll see it. I was bold enough to wear without a hat, but it is what it is. But with this, it comes along with that stuff. So this is why I'm so transparent with you guys, because yes, I want to put my best foot forward, but I understand even with putting my best foot forward, somebody's going to have something crazy to say. And you got to be cool with that. You have to, either you be cool with that or you try to fight the whole world and lose. You're going to lose. But getting back to my original point, I said that the benefit of us being in the forefront and people holding us in high regards, the benefit outweighs what they got to say every single time. Now, with the Jada situation, now I don't know their relationship, right? Some people say they have, and people have said in the tabloids that they have an open relationship, that they have a relationship where they can sleep with other people, and it is what it is, right? I'm going to talk about that in a minute, too, because that really blew me when she had that roundtable talk with Will. But there has to be something said in the background or behind closed doors that really made him jump up and act the way he acted. Ain't no way that this was the first time his wife, or he felt like, because you got to realize he was laughing in the beginning. He was laughing about that thing. Then it went from laughs to, hold on, bro, what you say about my wife? Yo, keep my wife name out your mouth, cuz. So I get it. It went from a 0 to a 10 real fast. Laughing to, hold on, she don't like what you just said. So this lets me know for a fact that there has been things said behind closed doors that she said to Will that made him feel a certain type of way. So now when certain situations happen, he reacts over the top. You can't nobody make me believe otherwise. You can't prove me otherwise, right? Ladies, prime example, you may be somewhere and somebody says something disrespectful to you, an old big joker, right? Says something disrespectful to you, right? And then in the heat of the moment, you may be like, no, babe, don't worry about it. Let's walk away. And you guys walk away, you leave it dead. The man doesn't do anything about it, right? He may say something, but he doesn't really do anything physical about it. But later on, now I'm not saying all women, let's put a disclaimer out there. Not all women, some women. You say something 2-3 weeks or even a month later when you guys get in an argument. Oh, so you would say that to me, but you ain't say nothing to that dude that was at the club that was so disrespectful to me. Now, ladies, this is important. Now you have triggered something in his head to make him believe, oh, shucks. All the fireworks got to come out now. So if the next person to say something disrespectful, I got to prove to her, number one, that I love her. Number two, I ain't soft. That's why I say, ladies, you got so much power. So much power in your word. You don't even have to do anything. You could just say something. And in his mind, he's like, oh, that's what, okay. The next dude that says something, I'm going to show you what time it is. And what happens is This could have killed his career. You know, shout out to Chris Rock. Bam. Shout out to my boy Chris Rock. You handled it like a G. Like most people would look at you as like you handle like a sucker. Nah, you handle like a G because you understood I've got more to lose. Now, Will Smith, at the moment, anybody, of course, we know he has stuff to lose as well. He's an icon. He's a legend, right? But his level of losing wasn't that important as Chris Rock's level of losing, like stuff to lose in his life, right? So I mean, he handled that well. I mean, well, he handled that way better than I could have handled it. I'm just being honest. Listen. I'm not saying I ain't got nothing to lose, but what I'm saying is, it's just a little different for me. It's just a lot different for me, right? Something had to be said behind closed doors. So ladies, like for real, like if you really love your guy, if you really cherish your guy, you would not want him to do anything, even if it's in your benefit that he's defending you. You wouldn't want him to do anything that will damage, number one, his name, his life, his freedom, right? So, I mean, it's crazy because what you say behind closed doors, ladies, he's going to act on it. Period. I remember, this is crazy. Like, I remember growing up. This real talk. Excuse me, y'all. My bad. I remember growing up, me and my brother, it's time for us to get ready for school, right? And it's cold outside. It's during the winter months. And in this particular house that we had, we had central heating and AC, right? But we had this unit that was near the family room and near the kitchen that was like a vent that blew out hot air too, right? Cold and hot air. I guess I don't know what it was. It was a metal thing on the wall, and it would blow out hot air. I remember our mom used to, our dad would sleep, and he would go to school at night, but he would wake up. I think around about, I don't know what time he woke up. I don't know why he was there. I thought that he had to be to work. I don't know what that's about. But anyway, he would be in the bed. Our mom would try to get us, hey, all right, look, boy, it's time to get up, go to school, right? If she said it more than one time, I'm saying 2 times, right? More than 1 time, right? This how many times she said it. This, really, she couldn't get to this. She got to this 2 times. The second time she said it, Pops wakes up, no matter how tired he is. Pops wake up. Hey, what your mama say, right? Because the power of the woman, when the man really loves the woman, he would do anything to try to please her, even if it's counterproductive to what he needs to do. Every single time. It never fails. He gonna listen. A real man that really loves his woman is gonna stand up for his woman, no matter what. Sink, swim, or drown. He gonna stand up for whether she's right or whether she's wrong. Now he'll tell her that she's wrong in later behind closed doors, but in the instant of a situation, he's gonna stand up for his woman. Period. But ladies, you got to do your due diligence when the doors are shut. When you guys are having your quiet moment, you got to do your due diligence to reassure him, like, listen, baby, it's all cool. What happened back there, you handled it well. We walked away. It's not like, now if he touched me, family, you guys are so amazing. I know that you're enjoying the episode, but just got a quick message for you real fast.
Have you ever been through a hard time in life? Perfect. You need to read this book, Winning After a Major Loss.
Can be found at barnesandnoble.com, amazon.com. Listen, I'm going to be honest with you. You need to get your copy. It's going to change your life for living. You already know our mission here is to empower the world to never give up, one conversation at a time, one interview at a time, one video at a time, to help you live life at the next level. Get your copy now. You heard what she said. Get your copy now. It's going to help change and transform your life for the better. I promise you. Winning After Major Loss. Barnes & Nobles, Amazon.com. Get it now. Get it today. That'll be a totally different story. And baby, you need to pull out all the guns you got. Not physical guns, not like this, but I need you to pull out them guns. And I mean, unless you have some protection and he trying to, whatever, trying to shoot it, whatever, you handle your business. That's a totally different situation. But if it's a situation where we can walk away from and nobody gets hurt, you do that. Ladies, you need to be the one that's reaffirming him about that, because men will respond the way that you talk behind closed doors. If you try to clown him, you didn't do that when you talking to me like this, and you argue with me, but you ain't argue. Yeah, that plays on our mental. That plays on a man's mental something fierce. And guess what we're gonna do? we're gonna respond. So a real woman, watch this, a real woman who really loves you won't allow you to kill your future. She won't even allow you to defend her if if the result can cause to you losing your freedom, losing your life, even if it benefits her. A real woman that really loves you. It's crazy because every woman, I'm gonna tell you this, I'm gonna break this thing down so we can understand. Every woman, never let a woman fool you on this one. Every single woman wants to feel protected. That's number one. Every woman wants to feel protected. Every woman wants to feel safe, right? However, a real woman, I ain't talking about, let's really be honest, I ain't talking about no hood chick, because a hood chick always ready down to fight. This lets me know, I'm going to tell you this, I'm going to just quick sneak peek. Anytime you have a man or a woman that's willing to risk it all and fight, they don't have much to live for. Those are the people that you need to run away from, leave alone, leave out your life, pack them up, get them out of here. People who are ready to fight on a drop of a dime have nothing to lose. I promise you. Nothing to lose. They don't have no kind of ambition, no kind of plans, no kind of future. They don't have no money. They don't have anything that needs their physical being there, right? Now, I can't even say this, that they have children. I can't, because evidently they're not that important to you where you're like, yo, I'll risk it all. Let's go fight. Let's bang it out, right? So a person, and I'm not talking about the hood chicks. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about real women, real classy women that have something to live for outside of children, because I've seen people that are risk it all, even though they have children, but they got somebody else to watch their kids, to take care of their kids. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about something that they're trying to build, a legacy that they're trying to leave, right? A person that's willing to fight, or a person that's willing to destroy your stuff, right? Because you did something, they ready to bust your windows, they have nothing to live for. I don't care how, listen, a real woman, no matter how mad she gets, she holds her composure. A real woman. A real man, no matter how mad he gets, he reminds himself in the midst of him being mad, yo, I got too much to live for. Now, if you put your hands on him, that's a totally different story. Now we done took this game to a whole nother level. Handle your business, right? We got to go blow for blow now. You don't put your hands on me, right? Nothing worse than a woman being in a situation that a man puts his hands on her or puts his hands on her guy, and he does nothing. She'll still be with you. There's some situations I've seen personally. I've never been in it. And I'm just saying, I don't want nobody to try to test it. I promise you, I'm not saying that I can beat the world. I can't beat the world. But I promise you this, if you come and push the line and push the envelope and you do something, right, and you touch me or whatever, you may beat me. You may be the one that beat me. But they're going to know that you've been in a fight too. I promise you. Like I said, listen, I hate when people try to walk around, guys in particular, try to walk around like they all gangster and, it's cool. Why don't you just be a respectful, decent person, right? So that's something that you can't rebound from with a woman. Now, she'll stay with you if she doesn't feel safe. But that's one place that you don't want a woman to be, is not to feel safe. I would rather a woman feeling safe in my presence, but not stable. Right? That some people gonna say that go hand in hand. No, it doesn't. Because I can feel secure. A person can feel secured with somebody, but not stable. Like, yo, I don't know where my money coming from. I don't know where the next bill gonna get paid, where that money coming from. But I feel safe with you. We can walk around and I know there ain't nothing gonna happen because I know you got my back. I'm just being real. Because when a woman doesn't feel safe, she'll try to take things in her own hands. I just, like for a prime example, in my house, I'll be dead sleep, right? And I'm like, yo, it's cool, ain't nothing down there. But she'll hear noise down on the first level, right? Or the second level. I'm like, hey, babe, I heard something. Go check it out. My wife, right? And I'm like, babe, ain't nothing. She's not getting up. Why? Because she feels secured and safe with me. Baby, go check it out. So I go down there and check it out. It's nothing. It's just the noise. The house is moving, whatever. But fellas, you want your woman to feel safe and secured. You want your woman to feel stable, feel like she has some stability. Most women leave guys because of stability, right? She'll stay with you if you don't feel, if she doesn't feel safe, she'll stay with you. I know some women that know that they cannot fight and will not fight, right? They still stay with him. He's a good guy. But I've seen multiple women leave because of the lack of stability. But we're talking about this, a real woman, a real one. Listen, if you listen to this episode to this point, I need you to type in the comments, all the fellas, if you have a real one, I got a real one. Type in the comments, I got a real one. I got a real one. If you have fellas, I'm talking to the fellas. If you have a real woman, type in the comments right now, I got a real one. A real woman not only is going to cook, clean, and make sure that the house is taken care of, make sure that you're taken care of, make sure the kids are taken care of, but a real woman is going to build you up and not tear you down when nobody's looking. A real woman has real integrity when all the cameras and the lights and the doors are shut and nobody's watching. A real woman has integrity to tell you, baby, you're doing an amazing job. Baby, I love it. I see that you're trying. I'm going to keep on pushing you. That's a real woman. Fellas, if you got a real woman, type in the comments. I got a real one. Matter of fact, let's go a little step further. If you have a real woman, I need you to type in the comments, tag her name in the comments, and say, listen, I got a real one. I've got a real one. The reason I say that is because not too many real women are celebrated. I'm talking about the real ones. I'm talking about the fake ones. I'm not talking about the ones that are made up, got the BBLs. I was talking to my wife yesterday. I can't stand those BBLs. It looks stupid to me. Be natural, right? Like, be happy with what God has given you. Enhance it if you want to, not chemically, but, like work out, do some squats, right? Be happy with the picture that God painted for your life, right? What's the use of putting your eraser on what God put his paintbrush on? It doesn't make sense. But all the fellas that have real women, I'm talking about real women that talks to you and lifts you up and builds you up, tag her name in the comments, because I just believe that there's not enough women, good women, real women that are being highlighted. Tag her in the comments now. Let her know, baby, I appreciate you. I appreciate you being a real one. I appreciate you. Everything that you're doing, I appreciate you, because real women is not going to allow you to damage or destroy your life because of an altercation. I mean, that's real talk. That's facts. A real woman is not going to allow you just to throw everything down the drain because she feels like she's being attacked because of a joke. It's crazy. So like I said, that situation with Jada and Will, there's something deeper than that. It's deeper than, okay, I did say I'm going to say that before we leave because I was about to go. But there's something deeper than what meets the eye. There's something more in that situation. That's the reason why he reacted the way he reacted. Number one, I know one reason is behind closed doors, she tells him for a fact that you don't defend me. You don't love me. You don't care about me. I guarantee you she says that behind closed doors. You can't, I don't care what kind of interview she does. You can't convince me that she doesn't say something like that, because if they had a happy, healthy marriage, he wouldn't respond the way that he responded. I promise you, he wouldn't have. Right? I'm not saying there's trouble going on in paradise, but I'm saying there's trouble going on in paradise. Right? It's just, he wouldn't have responded like that, period. So, but what I did want to say was, as an amazing of an actor that Will Smith is, I mean, he's an amazing actor. He's in the top 10, at least, of great actors, I guarantee, on many people's lists. And maybe even pushing the top 5, right? But the way that he responded on that table talk, when she told him that she used to date August Alsina and, all this stuff, and, she told him everything she did, looking at his expression, right? Here's a man, watch this. Here's a man, and this is what I'm telling you, ladies, stop tearing your guys down, because you're making him, when you tear your man down, you make him go to a level, or you make him go to a place that sometimes is unreturnable. And he does things, dark things, not just slap people, but he may go to drugs or go to other things. I'm going to talk about that for a quick second. I'm gone. But the way that he responded, his response on his face, this man has been in scenes where he had to break down and cry. An emotion that he had to fake. But yet we have a moment where he could not fake his own true emotions. Blew my mind. How is it that a man that's a professional actor that gets millions for one movie, but in a minute of a moment at the table with his wife, he couldn't hide his emotions? Blows me away. This lets me know that, ladies, you can tear down a man in more ways than one. More ways than one. More ways. Your words can just destroy a man. I mean, just tear him up. So, ladies, be careful of the words that you say. I know I said I was going to say something else. What did I say I was going to say? I forgot. I don't know. I catch you on the next episode. But I love you guys to life. A real woman who loves her man, not that likes loves her man. It's going to make sure that he does not get encouraged to do something stupid by her that's going to ruin his life. Listen, all the real ones, all the real ladies, salute. What's going on, family? I want to say thank you for rocking with us during this episode. We have been so excited to drop this episode. I'm glad that you made it to the end. This is what I want you to do. If you have any takeaways from this episode, leave it in the comments. We want to hear your thoughts. We want to hear how you feel. I want to bring content to you that's relevant to you, that'll help you change your life, because you already know our mission here at AOS Inspires, AOS the Podcast, is to empower the world to never give up, one conversation at a time, one interview at a time, one video at a time, to help you live life at the next level. This is what I need you to do. I need you to like, subscribe, share this episode. If it spoke to your life, share this episode with somebody. Why? Because you are connected to some people that we're not connected with. And with that connection together, we can empower the world to never give up. I'm Mr. AOS Inspires. This is AOS the Podcast. I can't wait to see you next week. Just in case you didn't know, we drop every single week, 3 times a week. Mondays, 8 a.m., Wednesdays, 8 a.m., and Fridays, 8 a.m. You need to catch an episode. Matter of fact, catch all 3 episodes. It's going to be fire. I promise you it's going to help you doing your everyday life. It's going to help you get to the next level. Let's go.